I got to know you through Agish.
Okay.
I think is our common friend right now.
Yes.
And pretty cool guy, aspiring actor.
Yes. Yes.
He's working his way up, and hopefully we'll see him go all the way up.
Yeah.
And shout out to him though. And yeah, so he told me that you do a lot of music, and then you are more into the Chinese zodiac thing, and personality of people, and you're more involved in it. And when he told me about it, I got a chance to go through your Instagram videos, which were very informative
Yeah.
to a lot of people, I'm sure. And then I heard your music in the earlier itself, which is brilliant. Which, like I said, is like something we could work on together with my brother and this and that.
Yeah.
So we were talking about it. So it's crazy good, man, to have you here, and you immediately decided to just come on board. It was just fantastic.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So tell us, if I missed out, tell me more about yourself, like where you're from and.
Yes, I'm basically from a small village from the southern part of India, and yeah, that's where I grew up. So since childhood, I'm very connected to technology as well as music. So yeah, music and media, you can say so. Because I used to listen to the radio from Sri Lanka. It comes through, yeah. We'll put the antennas top in the terrace, and it will come when it's raining. It won't come. Sometimes it will be so clear. I'll be always fascinated how this voice is coming, man, from the small dabba, the small box. It's always fascinated. My dad, especially, he's a multi talented. He repairs almost everything except computers. So we'll have a lot of tape recorders in my home. So what I do, I connect all the radios in almost all the plug points, even neighbor houses, and I'll play a single frequency on all the radios, because the tape recorder will be coming to fix the tape. From a lot of music speakers will be there, so I'll be listening to that, put a single frequency and listen to that. I always fascinated how it works, and most of the time I'll be more connected to music and listening to the radio. That's how this all started. And after that, the school education was okay, it's going, it's like a normal guy going through everything, like do this, do that, come first mark. And I felt like 10th is something like every people will be, I thought after 10th there is no life, because I've been you can become a district first or state first, you are more talented, we are expecting a lot from you. So those all happened. But after that, 10th gone, and the life was still going. So that was yeah, it feels very funny, but I thought that, okay, yeah, after 10th there is no life,
Yeah, that's the amount of pressure that they put on you.
Yeah. And finally, slowly, the guy, a small boy who wants to, I'm I don't know, where I'm going, where my life is taking. So slowly I get into college, and I started to look into a college, where, okay, let me go somewhere out of my hometown, Kanyakumari district. But God had a different plan. The universe have a different plan, So I got to study in a small college nearby in my hometown. So there I got into computer science, because everyone was telling, almost everything,
Yeah.
Everyone will have a option, okay. Computer science is the booming, the thing, your son should go with, or you go with computer science technology. So I studied 4 years. So the real turning point, and remember the moments which has happened is, when after college, when I'm doing the college, in the final year or the third year, and a few companies were coming for the interview.
Okay.
So there will be an interview drive happening in Madurai, 3,000 people will be coming in a big mandapam kind of thing, and everyone will be standing in a queue, all over the southern part will be coming to Madurai for a particular interview. So HCL, TCS, Accenture, I almost went for everyone, and the first guy walking out of the interview, or the first filter, is me. Because I don't know what is happening with me, because I felt so depressed, why I'm not I'm good in academics, I can communicate, something is missing. So as I said, there's a different plan behind it. So I got rejected. I was so down, Ashif, why can't you get into a job? So after that, something happened. Okay, so 5 companies rejected: HCL, Infosys, Accenture, HCL, yeah, TCS, Cognizant. Yeah, I think I completed. Yeah. So 5 people came from a small startup company in an Innova, and they got down in our company, and there was a small announcement made. Okay, a startup is coming, and they came down only for few people in a startup. Startup is small. So I was really, okay, a company made of 5 people. I was like, okay, let me try that. And their approach of choosing people was, man, really fascinating, because the entrepreneur, who is the way he recruited people is outstanding. What he did is, like, he called everyone, like 3 or 4 departments, to a single big auditorium, and he displayed a single question for all the 450 people, 500 people sitting, and there will be time given. So all the answers will be like, all spatial thinking kind of things. For example, pulleys, 25 pulleys are there. First pulley and second pulley is connected with a band. If a pulley is circling in clockwise, what will be the 25th pulley in clockwise, anti-clockwise? This will be the kind of questions.
That's a mindfuck question.
Yeah. So I was like, like trippy, going simply casually sitting and playing the mind rolling, spatial animation, because it's not animating. You should animate with your mind. It's like a child's play for me, to be frank. And I will take the answer simply and look at all the people casually, casually doing it. Okay, man, okay, something is interesting. So there is a origami, like, a house is made or boat is made of this paper, colored paper, and which color paper you should take to make this out of this kind of questions. So I answered, and they said, okay, like 30 people got selected from 500, and I am one among them. I was like jumping, man. It's really funny. And I can't believe, because I am the one who is walking out of the first drive, 3,000 people. And out of the 30 people were taken for the next round of interviews. So they talked to us, and they said, okay, 7 people got selected, and I'm one among them. And man, I cannot believe that I got selected. I just confirmed that my name is there, because I was casually doing the interview also. And after that, they called me in a single room and announced, you are the most creative person of this whole batch, and we want you to onboard, and gave us the offer letter, the startup company. So they are an app development company, basically. It all happening in 2010, May. And they said, you can immediately join. Once the college is over Friday, you can join us on Monday. Like Saturday, Sunday, sleep and come and join us. And I was so happy. I was not eager to know what is the pay or something like that. And they, once I got the offer letter, I said when I should join. I'm going only to the date. So that happened, and immediately what happened is all the staff, the office, placement office, the coordinators, everyone so shocked. Why Ahshif is so excited about this particular small paid job? The pay was around 5,000, and the information went to the principal, and principal took me for a walk, because principal's mind was he wants my name to be etched in the stone, saying this fellow is got into this big company. See, he got the dream, And he took me for a walk. A mason was working with a brick, and he says, Ahshif, the salary of this fellow who is breaking the bricks now, he's earning 6,500 per month. And you are so excited you have spent so much time in learning and come to this level, and you are so excited to go for a 5,000 company. And I told him, I don't feel like it's a different thing. My only intention is to know how the company is operating. My intention is to see how the company is operating, what they're doing in a software thing,
So it's the excitement.
Yeah, excitement only.
Yeah.
And my dad was so pissed off why this Ahshif is taking this foolish decision. And I talked to my mom. Mom said, what your heart follows, you go with it. You can come up with flying colors. She said, all the best. So I went into the company, and there, like, man, 25 people were there. And same creative guys from all over Kerala. So it's like my hometown is close to Trivandrum. So in Trivandrum, from Kasaragod to all over Kerala, guys were there, creative people. And there, again, the CEO did one more trick. So he said, okay, you can take out the papers and you can take out this pen, and you have 10 minutes, you draw your mobile, in the mobile phone that time. So his intention of the CEO is to see how much creative they are with the minutes, and how much they are utilizing the time, how much creative they are. And like, I took all the 10 minutes, and most people are like not at all caring, they're just playing around with the paper and pen. So I took all the time, and they said he took out the papers after 10 minutes, he sorted out and called my name as the first one. And he said, Ahshif Abdeen is the most creative person of the whole colleges we went, and out of all you people. And from now he will work on the Apple's development. So he will learn, he will code, and he will teach us. So that moment I still remember. It was so fascinating. And that is how I got the confidence, the real confidence, okay, something is there within you and you can go with that. So it slowly went, and every day fascinating only. Like, we will run a code in a button, and first, everyone should code. That's what I can say, because the feel you get by writing few lines and something is happening. If you click a button and a pop-up is coming from your native team.
I've had that feeling in informative technology in 11th grade, 12th grade, where you have to put that virtual boxes where you can just close them, so you had to run a whole sequence for it. It was a pretty fun thing to do, actually. It was pretty hard for me to remember all those coding.
Coding part is totally, it's a very dark area, you should concentrate, it's more of an analytical thing. But the result or the reward you get out of it is a huge thing, man. It's a huge excitement you get. So for that excitement, we will do all the hard work.